Alvin, Fernando Valenzuela captured the attention and the imagination of a generation.
Ever since bursting onto the scene in 1981, his energy, talent, and charisma transformed the Dodger fan base. El Toro was the only player ever to win the Cy Young and Rookie of the Year awards in the same season.
A fitting punctuation to a year that saw Valenzuela's Dodgers defeat the Yankees in the World Series. Valenzuela passed away tonight at the age of 63, just weeks after stepping away from his broadcasting duties to focus on his health.
We have team coverage on the life and legacy of the Los Angeles icon, beginning with KTLA's Glenn Walker.
Fernando ready, and the strike two pitch is hit back to the box, dribbling to second. Samuel on the bag. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter.
You know you're good when you have an entire cultural phenomenon named after you. The baseball world and the city of Los Angeles had never seen anything like Fernando Mania or the man that inspired it, Fernando Valenzuela.
It's a fairy tale so preposterous, Dodger fans dare not open their eyes. El Nino is Fernando Valenzuela.
That fairy tale started in a small village in Mexico, population 1,000. Valenzuela was the youngest of 12 children. By day, he would work the farm fields beside his parents. At night, he would pitch in the Mexican leagues. That's where the Dodgers found him in 1979, signing the then 18-year-old. 2 years later, thanks to a last-minute injury, Valenzuela became the emergency opening day starter. The rest is history.
Valenzuela delivers. Through ball. Got it swinging. What a way to start. Fernando Valenzuela in his first big league start pitches a shutout.
No pitcher in Major League Baseball history has ever had a better start to their career than Fernando. He won his first 8 starts with 8 complete games and 5 shutouts. With his unhittable screwball and a bizarre eye-to-sky windup, Valenzuela became an instant phenomenon, especially with the city's Latino community, which was no small feat. In the 1950s, Chavez Ravine's predominantly Latino residents were forced out of their homes in the area where Dodger Stadium would be built. That caused a decades-long rift with the team that was finally healed by one man.
Acercándose a la gloria, Fernando Valenzuela.
Fernando Valenzuela is the best. He's the greatest, and I think everybody here has Fernando fever.
Valenzuela won the National League's Rookie of the Year and Cy Young awards in 1981. No one had ever done that in the same season before. He capped off a legendary season by leading the Dodgers to a World Series title over the hated Yankees.
2-2 pitch.
5 straight All-Star seasons would follow, culminating in a career-high 21 wins in 1986. His Dodger career culminated in 1990 when he threw a no-hitter against the Cardinals. In 1991, Valenzuela signed with the Angels, pitching 6 more seasons in the big leagues before returning to his beloved Dodgers in a new role.
Dodgers, como lo acaba de mencionar, bueno, esperemos que en esta ocasión, bueno, se lleven la victoria.
Partnering with the legendary Jaime Jarrín, Valenzuela was a longtime color commentator on the Dodgers Spanish-language broadcast, enamoring himself to a new generation of fans in Southern California. Already a Dodgers Ring of Honor member, in 2023 the team retired Valenzuela's number 34, even though it was already clear there will never be another Fernando.
For me, it's one of the greatest moments in my career, you know, to be part of this legend of Los Angeles Dodgers.
The passing of the Dodger legend coming right before the boys in blue begin the World Series.
David Pingalore joins us in studio with more. Ping.
Yeah, Fernando was on the mound when the Dodgers last beat the Yankees in the World Series in 1981, one of his 2 championships with the boys in blue. Now tonight, just moments ago, I spoke with team historian Mark L'Engle on the impact that Fernando had on the Dodgers in the city of Los Angeles.
I think his legacy is a guy from Mexico coming out of nowhere, kind of like Joe Hardy and Damn Yankees, because after 6 weeks, everybody is, where did this guy come from? In his first 8 major league starts, he has an 8-0 record, a .5 ERA, 5 shutouts. Everybody's flocking to Mexico to find out where this guy came from. And meanwhile, he's the eye of the hurricane. Nothing bothers him. And the amazing thing is, in 40 years, when I'm the team historian and I'm trying to find out Fernando, weren't you at all nervous during this time? He just like Harpo Marx and kind of give a little wink and shrug his shoulders. He was such a modest man.
How do you describe Fernando Mania? I mean, I remember back when I was a youngster. I mean, it was everywhere. It was unbelievable. I've lived on the East Coast, but everybody knew Fernando Mania. I mean, how do you describe that?
You describe it because you'd never seen it before. He captured people's fascination because, first of all, he didn't look like an Olympic athlete. He just looked like, a Sunday rec softball player. And he was able to, with the hand-eye coordination and everything like that, it was just it seemed so easy what he was doing. And I think the less he said, the more people were crazy because it was just I was too young for Beatlemania, but that Fernando Mania was real.
In a statement, Dodgers president, CEO Stan Kasten said in part, quote, "He is one of the most influential Dodgers ever and belongs on the Mount Rushmore of franchise heroes. He galvanized the fan base with the Fernando Mania season of 1981 and has remained close to our hearts ever since." Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred also announcing tonight that Fernando will be honored during the World Series, which again begins Friday at Dodger Stadium against the Yankees. I will have more at 10:45 with Dodgers historian Mark Langle.
David, thank you. And a live look at Dodger Stadium tonight as the team pays tribute to one of the greats. Stay with KTLA for continuing coverage on the death of Fernando Valenzuela. We'll have a live report from Dodger Stadium coming up here on the KTLA 5 News at 10:30. And for updates anytime, you can visit KTLA.com or check the KTLA 5 app.